Hi, I'm Scott Pieper. I'm the CEO of Mobilization Funding. Today, I want to talk to you about a topic that comes up a lot with our customers, and that is the Funds Directive. So what is a Funds Directive? It's a simple half-page document. It literally just states Mobilization Funding is working with you for the contract you have with your customer. When they decide to pay you after they've approved your work, and they're going to make payment per the contract they have with you, they're just going to mail it to a different address, and we're going to deposit it in that account. They're still paying you. They're not paying Mobilization Funding, so checks can be made out directly to you and just mailed here. In short, our Funds Directive is essentially a document that allows your general contractor or your customer, when you invoice them, instead of mailing it to the same address that you might have put on the contract, they're going to mail it to our address here so we can deposit it in your funds control account. So that sounds a little crazy. It always like, are you controlling my money? Not really. It's really just a funds directive, meaning it's where funds will be mailed. So everyone's now in an agreement that the funds are going to be mailed when approved by your customer to you. They're going to mail it to us. That's all the funds directive is. So let's just talk about why that's important. Well, it goes back to the loan program in the beginning. A lot of contractors or other manufacturers, they need money up front. They need to have money before they start their work. They need to have money before they do invoices. No one wants to give it to them. They go to the banks. The banks don't want to finance those things. Well, guess what? Mobilization Funding does. We do fund those things. And part of the reason we can fund them is because we have to have a funds directive in place. When we went to try to create this loan program, we created it in a way and manner that was going to be perfect for our customers. And the most important thing they needed was to have the money up front before they invoice. And in order for us to be able to do that, we had to create a mechanism that allowed us to be able to have some form of security around that. So we could get financing or even private investors or whoever to be able to provide capital that we can then lend to you all. And that funds directive is the key. So why is it good? Well, it's also good because if and when you want to control your project to get the money you need up front, this is going to allow you to keep your money in your business to run exactly what you need it for, to be the most efficient as possible in executing your revenue cycle. So meaning you start the job today, you bring in materials and work, you pay for labor, you invoice the fastest, and having the money you need up front allows you to do that. That funds directive allows us to be able to give you that money when you need it. Yes, of course, it safeguards our loan. It's the reason we can make the loan. So yes, it's good for us, but it's also very good for our customer. Let me talk to you about why it's bad. We have customers all the time say, well, what's bad? Why it's bad? I want to control my money. Well, you do control your money through the funds disbursement process with us. Where it can really be bad is if you're trying to borrow money from somebody or from us in particular to use it for things that aren't what you stated you were going to use it for, then yeah, it's not going to be good because we're going to control that money and make sure it goes on to the project. But conversely, if you are wanting to use the money to do exactly what you wanted to do, which is execute your POs or execute your contracts, pay for your labor on time, buy materials on time, and do the job the most efficient so you can be the most profitable and follow through with the exact cash flow that we build out with you so you can make the most money, then the funds directive is going to be great and it's going to work awesome. So I hope that helps, clears up some questions around the funds directive, and you guys have a great rest of the day. Thank you very much.